Welcome back to the channel, and we got a tragic story today, bro. Because Casey Hudson and Humanoid Studios just had to close their doors. We still haven't even got to see what the fuck they were working on. We didn't get to see nothing they were working on. Casey had this whole new thing. He was gonna do another sci-fi game. It was gonna be great, and now his whole studio is gone. They closed their doors. They're shutting down. The game is scrapped. And I'm like, this shit is fucking out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, this shit happens because they couldn't secure more funding for the game. And then it got me thinking, how big were you trying to make this game? Your first solo project, you started a whole studio. How big were you trying to make this game that you couldn't fund it? That you and the other BioWare developers that left, that came together, they got some new people, they're going to make a new sci-fi thing. How much money were you trying to spend to build this game that you couldn't fund it? Why didn't they start smaller? They could have started smaller. I don't understand. I really don't know what happened. We don't really know all the details of what happened. But they couldn't secure more funding for the game, like for the studio altogether. So they had to close the doors and shut it down. And I'm like, this shit is fucked up. Because I really wanted to see what Casey had in mind, bro. Because, I mean, we know what he created before. We know what he created before. What else could he have done? With the time, the funding, the talent, what could he have done? What could he have done? Now we don't get to see it. Now we don't get to see it. And I was like, I covered when he first left and created Humanoid way back in the day. I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I've been waiting to see what comes up for Humanoid this whole fucking time. This whole time I've just been waiting to see what comes up, and this is what comes up. The studio's gone now. Their new game scrapped. This is some man, for fans, this is some bullshit. For gaming in general, this is like, new studios are struggling so hard to get off the ground. And I swear it's because the gaming industry is only pushing big budget games. Because why wouldn't he have made something smaller real quick, like how David did. David Gardner, he went, what the hell was this studio called? Where he made the musical game with the gods and the god killing musical game. Like, why didn't he just go somewhere? I mean, he started Humanoid, but why didn't he open Humanoid and make something smaller? Something just to get their name out there. Why was they going all in on this one game? And this is what's hurting a whole lot of studios, because they're all trying to dive in the AAA gaming space. We need more AA games, bro. We need more single A games, if they even have those. We need smaller games out here. Games that people can pick up and play. It could be 15, 20 hours. Something real compact, real lovely, real great. It don't have to be these big ass, extravagant ass games, bro. We don't have time to put all these bitches in the schedule anyway. So it's gonna be competing with some shit. Like, that's why I like Spiders. I hate that they changed Greedfall to a CRPG. I really don't like the new direction they went with that. But Greedfall 1 was amazing. I fucking love Greedfall 1. That's why I fuck with Spiders. I hope their next game after Greedfall 2 is back to the formula that they had before, because that shit was working. Why would they change it now? I don't fucking know. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. And that's why I've been hyped about Archetype's new game, Exodus. I've been covering that little by little. But you know, the crowd around Exodus is one of those, like, you go read the comments in any Exodus video and it's just a bunch of BioWare haters, bro. People that don't like the new BioWare. They're like, oh, BioWare is dead. Hopefully I can bring back. And it's like, damn, nigga, y'all don't want to see the new game for being a new thing. Y'all just think it's going to be at least as good as the old thing. That's the wrong crowd. And I think that's gonna hurt that company more than it helps it anyway, because they're not interested in the new things you have to offer. They just hope that you make better things than BioWare does. They just hope your game is better than BioWare's. That's all. And if it's not, they're just gonna leave you in the dirt. Those are not fans. They just hate the other people. And I'm like, this is not the crowd you want around you at all. So like with Archetype, what they're doing over there, I'm interested. I've been watching all their videos. I covered a couple of them. I wish Humanoid got to do as much like PR stuff as Archetype has been doing, because Archetype has a whole website up. They got like fucking newsletters. They got their YouTube channel. Humanoid didn't do none of that. And I kind of feel bad that they didn't have any of that. Because we haven't seen shit about Exodus. In-game footage, we haven't seen anything. We've seen concept art. We've seen CGI trailers of random enemies. We haven't seen the game run a single fucking time since this game has been announced. But we're still hyped for the game. Humanoid didn't even get that. They didn't even get that before they had to shut down. And this is what's so tragic about the gaming industry right now, bro. Because there's not many sci-fi games out there either. Nothing in the same vein that Mass Effect is created for us, the fans, the gamers. There's nothing satisfying that. And I don't think it's going to. Because they're just falling apart. They're just falling apart. Mass Effect is coming back. That's still like 2 or 3 years away. We still got plenty of time to wait on that one. But until then, all the other big sci-fi games we were hearing about that we're interested in, falling off. Hopefully Exodus still gets to prove what they're showing. Because they're doing a whole lot of talking. They're doing a whole lot of promotion. But I really want to see the fucking game. And they haven't showed us the game. They said they're going to be showing us the game soon. We don't know when the fuck soon is. It might be Game Awards. But why the fuck would they spend all their money on a Game Awards announcement? This is where studios be hurting themselves. Because they got fucking A-list actors in their game. And I'm like, y'all just need to make a good game, bro. That is it. They just need to make a good game. But they blow the budget. They be blowing the budget on crazy shit. And I'm like, god damn. We just want something else. So hopefully Casey Hudson gets to get another studio. Shit, go back to BioWare. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where he goes. I just want him to create some more. Because these are creative minds in the gaming industry that still want to create. They just need a home. They just need the funding. And there's not much of that going around these days. So let me know what y'all think about this down below. Humanoid, Casey Hudson, they're out of a job already. 2 years, I think. Damn, this shit kind of fucked. I really wanted to see what the fuck this nigga had in mind, bro. Because that nigga's creative as fuck. Y'all don't understand. Creative people are like, a dime a dozen. And he just doesn't have the funding. And I'm like, just make something small, bro. Just go make a 5-person UE game. Put that motherfucker on Steam. Let motherfucker see a concept or some shit, bro. But I'll see y'all in the next one.